Hi everyone, I've been really busy, so I'm glad you've tuned in again to have a look at something we're going to make today. This is a Jerusalem artichoke soup with leek. So we didn't have that great abundant crop this year, but we'll try again next year. But you just saw, I think we filmed in zoomed into the Jerusalem artichokes, and pretty much we just harvested them, and a few of the smaller ones we've replanted, so we won't be able to do it again till next year. But I just thought, let's just make, there wasn't enough to roast up. They're really yummy in a roast, but we'll just do a really quick soup for today, just to get that little taste of the Jerusalem artichokes with some leek and some, I'm using chicken stock, and see how we go. So I'll just slice up some leek and then wash them. I've already given the Jerusalem artichokes a really good scrub. So the hardest thing with these is to get all the dirt out of them, because they're a root like a potato. So a really good soaking and scrub. And if you can, I broke this up as much, especially in the joints, so that I could get the dirt out, because we have had times when I'm in a bit of a rush and we put it in a soup and you taste dirt granules. And that's probably the same with the leek as well. And this time I'm just going to slice up the leek and wash it actually. So I'll just move that out the way. Okay, so I'm just going to slice up the leek. And then bits of dirt are also in the leek, so I'm just going to put that in a container and wash that up. So you can see it here. This one's not a great leek actually, so I cut the green bits off to the side, and it's quite dirty, so I'll slice it up. Once that's all sliced, give it a really good wash as well. Oops, I'm in a hurry actually at the moment, so I'll try and be really super fast. And really, when you think about it, it all just boils up, so I probably don't need to be... The main thing is just getting the dirt out. So I'll put it all in a container and give it a good wash, and see you soon. Okay, so now the Jerusalem artichokes are all clean, and so are the leeks, so there should be no dirt in my soup. I'm just putting a good 2 tablespoons of garlic infused olive oil, and I'll heat that up, and then I will just briefly fry up the leek. There we go. Well, that's good, my stove's working. Okay. Oops. Quickly put that in. There we go. So I wish I had more Jerusalem artichokes. Not this, they're delicious. Sometimes you see them in the shops, but not very often. Okay, so that's now cooked up enough, and smells great. I love the smell of leek. And I now will just use a litre of chicken style stock, which is my favourite. I just put that in, and I'll just simply boil that up. And then once that's boiling, I'll put in the Jerusalem artichokes. Probably don't even need to use it all, but that's for this time. There we go. Lid, so I'll leave that for a few minutes. And get that ready to boil. Okay, well, I'm running out of time, so I'm going to rush off now, but I want to put the artichokes in now, even though it's not completely boiled, and I don't think it's going to make that much of a difference anyway. So I haven't even chopped them anymore. You could make them if you're in more of a hurry. You probably could cut them smaller and then it'd be 15 minutes and they'll be nice and soft. But I'll just let that boil, come to the boil, and then let that, I'll then lower the temperature and just let it simmer for probably 20 minutes. And that should be beautiful. And then let it cool down and then blend it up. You can either use a blender or a handheld bar mix. Or if you like it chunky, you can have it like that too, but I think it's nice blending it up. So hopefully I'll get back to that later on. Thanks. Okay, well, I'm back and the soup has now cooled down. You don't have to let it cool down all the way, but it just makes it a little bit easier to blend because it's too hot. So I'm just going to use my old bar mix, and I literally will just put it in for a couple of minutes and make it smooth. It depends how smooth you like it. I don't like it too smooth, so I'll get started and do that, and then you simply heat up the soup afterwards and it's ready to serve. Okay, I think that's perfect. So I've gotten all of the Jerusalem artichokes all blended in and all the leek, and now I'll just do a taste test and let you know how it tastes. Oh yeah, that's so good. You can taste, even though I only had such a small amount of Jerusalem artichokes, you've got to try this. If you can get hold of some in the supermarket, or if you can get hold of someone who has them and you can plant them in your backyard, so worth it.